Welcome friends. In this video we are going to see the two arc welding processes, that is the submerged arc welding and the electroslag welding. So if you see here, this diagram is for the submerged arc welding. So the submerged arc welding is basically done for the faster welding joints, and it is possible to use the large diameter electrodes. Say for example, you can go up to 12 millimeter with the highest currents up to 4000 ampere we can use, so that we are getting the maximum deposition rate. Okay, how much deposition rate that we are going to get? Around 20 kilograms per hour, and also we are getting the high welding speed is around 5 meter per minute. So even some of the submerged arc welding machines can be able to weld in a single pass of a thickness of plate up to 75 millimeters. But of course, whenever we are going for the minimum thickness plates, it is possible. Say up to 1 millimeter thickness plate also can be welded by this submerged arc welding, but the thing is that it will not be the economical process. So always up to 75, more than 30 up to 75 millimeters in a single pass is possible. Now if you look at this diagram, or the setup of this welding is as same as that of the gas metal arc welding that we have seen in the MIG welding process. So there we are having the wire reel, and the electrode is continuously fed into the joint. So same here, see, this is the electrode wire, this is the electrode or wire electrode, which is continuously fed into this weld joint. And ahead of that, here additional thing is what? Here is the flux dispenser or the flux offer. So ahead of this welding electrode, we are using this flux offer, in that which is containing the granulated flux. So please remember what is the additional thing here? The granulated flux is here, that is constantly supplied ahead of this electrode rod, so that the entire weld zone is covered with this granulated flux, and some of the fluxes melts and forms a slags here. This is a fluid fluxes which is creating the slag, and which is covering our weld pool. Okay, so the thing is that in the arc welding process, the arc between the electrode and the workpiece is completely submerged into this granulated flux, and it is not visible to the operator. That is why the process is known as the submerged arc welding process. Okay, please remember. Now if you look at the power sources which is used in the submerged arc welding process, so we can use both AC as well as DC power source, both constant current type or constant voltage type power supply we can use. Whenever you will go for the higher size electrodes or larger size electrode, it is preferred to have the constant current type. Now look at the process. We are using here the granulated flux over the weld pool. So definitely if you think about the welding positions for the submerged arc welding, so it is very difficult to put this entire fluxes in particular position, like overhead welding, okay, like vertical welding. So it is quite difficult. So this submerged arc welding technique is only suitable for the flat position or down hand position welding technique. So only the position which is possible in the submerged arc welding is what? The down hand or flat welding position. Now second important thing is that as the weld pool is covered with the fluxes, okay, so there is no atmospheric contamination. At the same time, whatever the spatter in the weld, that is jumping of the molten metal from the weld pool and spattering over the unwelded portion, producing the tiny weld spots. So spatter, because see entire weld zone is covered with these fluxes, so no any spatter possible in the submerged arc welding. Okay, so this is about the submerged arc welding process, which is suitable for joining of the plate thickness up to 75 millimeter in a single pass. Very important. So some of the keywords I will write here so that it is very easy to you. So this is faster welding process. Okay, then we can go up to the electrode size or large size electrodes, and current condition up to 4000 ampere, which will give us the maximum deposition rate up to 20 kilogram per hour. It will also give us the maximum welding speed up to 5 meter per minute. And very importantly, single pass में कितना कर सकता है weld? Single pass plate thickness up to 75 mm can be easily weld. Okay, so here the entire weld zone is covered with importantly this granulated flux. And please remember that unused flux can be reused by collecting and once again put in this flux dispenser, or this is also known as the hopper. It is shaped like this. You can put here the granulated flux. So only possible for the flat or down hand position welding technique. So no any contamination of weld, no any spatter is going to produce. Any kind of power source, AC, DC, both constant current type, constant voltage type, but whenever the electrode feed, the consumable electrode size goes on increasing, it is generally preferred the constant current type. That is, we have already learned, that is drooping machines or droopers we can use. So these are the things about the submerged arc welding. If you look at the applications of this, where the submerged arc welding is used, so it is used in the pressure vessels, it is used in the nuclear reactors, it is used in the bridges, it is used in the structural frames, many application, automobile frames, the submerged arc welding is used. Okay, so see, after seeing the submerged arc welding process, let us see here the next process is the electroslag welding, that is ESW. So see, so electroslag welding is basically used for welding of the large plates by or without using any edge preparation. See, no any edge preparation required, though we can able to join two very thick plates. It is essentially a single pass welding process which uses the consumable electrode to fill the gap between these two heavy plates. Please remember, it is essentially what? Single pass. It is done only in the single pass, and here the consumable electrodes are used for filling the gap between. See, you can see this is the gap, filling the gap between two heavy plates. Okay, so here the heat is obtained for melting of the electrode as well as the plate is by the arc. Okay, and from that, once we melt the fluxes and the slag is formed, then we put off the arc, or the arc is getting extinguished from the weld zone. Now for the heating, the resistance of this molten slag is going to use. Please remember. So आर्क कहाँ तक यूज हुई? जस्ट आर्क चालू की, जो फ्लक्सेस थे वो मेल्ट हो गए, स्लैग बनी, एंड नाउ द करंट इज पुट ऑफ और द आर्क इज एक्सटिंग्विश्ड. नाउ व्हाट एवर द हीटिंग is obtained into the weld is because of the resistance of molten slag itself. That is very important thing. Okay, now you can see here the diagram is shown here. So these are the two heavy plates. These are the filler wire electrode which is going to get consumed there and to melt the plate, to fill the gap between these two heavy plates. Okay, now see here, we are requiring the constant slag pull in this welding process to get the effective welding. Continuous slag, you can cross sectional view is also shown here. So see here, this is the slag pod or the slag pull. We need it continuously throughout the welding. So basically it is preferred to have this welding in the vertical position. Okay, so to have the continuous slag pull, we are doing this welding. ESW is always done vertically. Okay, so that we'll get the continuous this slag pull. This is the weld pull and this is the welded weld metal. Okay, now to keep this slag always, or this groove should be always contained with the slag. So what we are providing here, see, these are two, this is what, these are two water cooled copper dams we are providing. Okay, and to contain the molten slag into this groove. Okay, we have used, you can see from the front, one is here and another at the back here. Okay, so which is water cooled copper dam, which will continuously moves with the weld. It will moves with the weld. Okay, so this is the electroslag welding. Basically in electroslag welding we can go up to the plate thickness of 200 millimeter in a single pass. Please remember, in a single pass we can join the plates of thickness 200 millimeter, and no doubt we can also join the plate thickness less than 50 mm also. But as we seen in this submerged arc welding, even 1 millimeter plate can also be joined by the SAW, but it is not economical. In same fashion, in ESW, if you go below 50 mm thick plate, it is not economical process. Please remember this. So this is about the electroslag welding. Here the resistance of the molten slag is used for hitting the joint and hitting the joint here. Now if you look at this amount of fluxes to get the satisfactory amount of slag, it is very less. You just required only 0.2 to 0.3 kilogram of flux or flux powder for every 1 meter weld length. And of course the heat is also heat produced by this fluxes also is less. So to get the satisfactory slag amount onto the weld, you need to have only 0.2 to 0.3 kilogram of fluxes which are required there. Okay, so if you look at the application part of this electroslag welding, so ESW is basically used in the high pressure vessels. Please remember, submerged arc welding is used only with the pressure vessels, but very high pressure vessels you can go for the ESW. Then we can use in these sheep hulls. Then we can use this ESW in the frames of, so what is the application if I write here? Then it is used in the high pressure vessels. It is used in the frames of hydraulic and pneumatic presses. It is also used in the rolling mill frames. It is used in the sheep hulls. It is used in the ship hulls and also in the automotive frames. So these are the application of ESW up to 200 millimeter in a single pass. Okay, so in this way, students, we have covered in the arc welding, the arc welding classification we were having, the direct current welding, AC, then we have put there TIG welding, MIG welding, submerged arc welding, and this electroslag welding. Now let us see how the question is going to frame on this. So you will provided with in a one column the process, welding process, arc welding process, and in the another column the limitation of joining the thickness of the plate in a single pass. So TIG welding in a single pass without filler rod, we can weld a plate thickness up to 5 mm. MIG welding in a single pass up to 30 mm. Okay, or more than that we can go, but weld spatter will be high because we have to reduce again the welding speed, so spatter will be high, but up to 30 mm it is okay for the MIG. Then SAW up to 75 mm in a single pass very nicely, and ESW in a single pass up to 200 mm very nicely. Okay, so these are the arc welding processes we have completed. Thank you.